In order for the Florida State Seminoles to be successful on Saturday night, they've got to solve some fundamental problems that showed their head against Wake Forest. Number one, on the offensive line. Florida State at left tackle and at right tackle performed less than admirably against the Demon Deacons for two reasons. Number one, straight up getting beat in one-on-ones. FSU had a preseason depth chart that included Robert Scott at left tackle and Bless Harris at right tackle. Harris was lost for the season, while Scott has been out since Louisville and is a game-time decision for Saturday's matchup against NC State. With that, Darius Washington and Justin Turnantine manned either side of the offensive line, and according to Pro Football Focus plus the eye test, had a less than stellar day. FSU was also confused on the offensive line by shifting pre-snap from the Wake Forest front. This shift by the front group from Wake Forest is designed to create confusion and also timidity from the offensive line so they don't play with that dictation mentality that Alex Atkins talked about on Monday during his press conference when the FSU offensive coordinator and offensive line coach said, "We have to dictate terms, not react. The moment that you react and hesitate, tackles for loss will happen to you." Well, the problem for Florida State this weekend is the NC State front is a little bit more complicated than even what Wake Forest brought to the table. Because the Wolfpack run a 3-3-5 defense, they also employ pre-snap shifting, and then again with that second layer of three linebackers and the secondary, there are a lot of looks and multiple ways that the NC State front can create communication issues for the offensive line. So here's the simple question for Saturday. Does the offensive line take the tutelage from Alex Atkins to heart this week in practice enough to perform better against those confusing looks against the Wolfpack than they did against the Demon Deacons? If they don't, pass protection will suffer and the running game will fail as well. The fundamental question for the defensive line also deals with the running game. Namely, can you stop the run up the middle? FSU has had a lot of trouble with that against offenses that haven't run so well before they saw the Seminoles. While it's true that injured defensive tackle Fabian Lovett would make a fundamental difference for the FSU front, he's likely not available for this game. And so Florida State will have to make do the way they did against Louisville, Boston College, and Wake Forest. The problem? Louisville, which is known for an outside zone running scheme, actually ran right at FSU with good success. Ditto for Wake Forest, who ran the ball well, bouncing outside and also running to the inside. Florida State was tested at every level as a run defense against Wake Forest, and on multiple occasions either got uprooted through the middle or played too desperate at the second levels trying to make a play at the line of scrimmage, losing contain and allowing the running back to bounce outside. These problems are all effects of the same root cause, which is not being able to stop the run up the middle. So the question again returns to, can Florida State clear two fundamental hurdles in order to win the game at NC State? It's true, Jordan Travis is going to be monumentally important to Florida State's efforts. How the secondary for the Seminoles deals with Devin Leary is going to be very important. Jared Verse, returning from injury, is also a great storyline, and it helps the Seminoles' chances of winning the football game on the road in what's been a house of horrors for Florida State's football program. But the truth is, in most football games, if not all football games, it starts at the line of scrimmage, and Florida State has to do better on the offensive line and in the defensive interior in order to have a chance to score the upset against NC State. For content like this and more, my name is Tom Lang, and this is Warchant TV. Hit the like button underneath this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you want more insights on game day, stop by for Zaxby's Warchant Game Day, 7 p.m. Eastern, just an hour before kickoff, before the Noles and Wolfpack take to the field, and we'll be going for you live all the way through the game with a watch-along presentation and after the game with a post-game show. We are your ultimate Seminole sports source. We hope you come back to us for more FSU football coverage right here at Warchant TV.